Okay, let's talk about my sheet pan storage. So I've featured this before, many of you have seen it before. Here are 10 sheet pans that I just bought used on Facebook Marketplace. They're used, so they've got a little grime on them, not too bad. I inspected them beforehand, brought them outside, hit them with a little Dawn and a scouring pad, and hosed them off, and now they're just drying out in the sun. I paid $5 a piece for these. That's a great deal. So, I live in a large market. Fortunately, Facebook Marketplace is, a really rich source for me on things like this. And so, you can pay, gosh, at best, maybe $7, $8, $10 a piece, and that's a great price if you buy them online. Plus, you probably have to pay shipping. For me, $5 a piece, a little bit of elbow grease was a better deal. So over here are my two original sheet pan racks. Now, I bought both of these used on Facebook as well. And, they're different, so you just have to kind of look. I don't know what the original intent of this one was, but see, it's actually a box. Like, it has walls, it has a lid, and the rails on the side here are real thin, but a full sheet pan fits on here, no problem. And because those rails are real thin, there's not a lot of resistance for pulling these shelves in and out, so they move relatively, I call it a shelf. It's not a shelf, it's a sheet pan, but to me it's a shelf. Those move pretty easily on these really narrow ridges here, whereas this one is open on the sides. I don't know if you can see that. Open on the top, so I've got a piece of board up there so that I can put stuff up on top of it. And this one has much larger rails here. Because it was used, it's kind of a mess. So, and you can see that. It's kind of a mess, it's kind of dirty, and the sheet pans have some difficulty sliding. So thanks to those on Facebook who recently suggested trying a tape, UHMW tape. So I bought this from Amazon. I'll put this in my Amazon store so that you can find the link pretty easily. I just bought one roll because really this is the only rack that causes me some issues. So I'm gonna cut this down and I'm going to put this tape. It helps things glide. It's like a plastic tape that is real slick. So I'm gonna tape each of these shelves to help those glide a little bit easier. If you saw my workbench video, you saw that I actually bought another one of these sheet pan racks. Now this was a full-size tall one that fit 20 sheet pans, and I cut it down when I got home. It's aluminum. It was relatively easy to cut if you've got a Sawzall or an oscillating tool or something. So I cut this down so that it would fit within my workbench as a custom piece. Now I've got molds in here now, frankly, so that I can tape up my rack over there. But I intend to put glass projects on these sheets, and I just bolted it in to the workbench and it's in there nice. This one is the same type of construction with the larger rails, but this one slides real well. I don't have any problems with this, so I don't even think I'm going to worry about taping this one because it because it slides so well. Now this was a full-size tall one. Clearly that's not a full-size tall there. I cut it down and I was able to mount the balance of that, the last of it, on top of this one. So as I said, this one that I had, it's a little bit shorter. You can see it's shorter than that, and had a lid on it. And so I just used some brackets front and back, and it's not on there the best, but it's secure, it's not gonna fall off, and it gave me that much more storage. It's a little bit of tall reach, but not too bad, and it was a way to maximize that piece. That piece of used equipment I got for $100. They sell for more than that online, and you have to assemble them. And so, again, just look on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, that kind of thing, and try to find, an affordable option for you. All right, so you can't see it because the tape is clear, but I've done tape on each of these. That one roll was more than enough for this entire rack, and I can't remember, this has a lot of shelves in it, 28 shelves maybe. So this roll of tape had plenty. I just cut 24-inch strips, counted them all out, and put them on there, and this is already working quite well. So again, that roll of tape is in my Amazon store, just so it's easy for you to find if you're interested. You might ask, I've heard people ask about putting molds in these metal baking pans. Would that make them chip? Well, not if you don't handle your molds roughly. And if you are concerned, you can put little shelf liner, or I put a little piece of foam in there, or even cut up some corrugated cardboard and line your pans. I did that initially with some of these, but honestly anymore with the new stuff I don't even do that because I'm too careful with my molds anyway. I'm not gonna damage them. So hope you found that you learned a little something on this. Stick around, subscribe to the channel, because I am going to do a full reveal of the quote-unquote new studio here very soon. So subscribe, and if you've missed some of the previous videos as I'm reworking my studio, then go back and watch some of the others and catch up. Catch y'all later. Bye-bye.